Welcome back friends. Let's continue discussion on ketone bodies metabolism. In the last class we had discussed about the significance of ketone bodies and the synthesis of ketone bodies, under which circumstances our body will synthesize the ketone bodies. If you want to see that lecture, you can watch my previous video. Link is available in the description box. Today we will see the utilization of ketone bodies. Ketone bodies, we had already discussed that ketone bodies, what are ketone bodies? It is like a alternative source of energy which is present in our body during the hypoglycemic condition or during the prolonged fasting, starvation, carbohydrate restrictive diets, type 1 type of diabetes. This all things we had discussed. So under these circumstances, when the glucose level of our body goes down, body will synthesize the ketone bodies. So ketone bodies are the alternative source of energy, and we can call it as a small energy bar which is synthesized from the acetyl CoA. There are the three type of ketone bodies which is categorized into two class: primary ketone body and secondary ketone body. So in the primary ketone body is the acetoacetate, and if this primary ketone body is undergo the spontaneous decarboxylation means non-enzymatic removal of carbon dioxide, non-enzymatic. So minus carbon dioxide, we will get acetone, and if this acetoacetate, there is a addition of hydrogen means reduction, removal means oxidation. So if there is a addition of hydrogen takes place in the presence of NADH, okay, in the presence of NADH, and enzyme is beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, so we will get secondary ketone body, another secondary ketone body, that is beta hydroxybutyrate, or which is also known as the 3-hydroxybutyrate. Okay, both way it is correct. If the functional group, if you start from the functional group, the first, second, third, at the third carbon OH group is there, therefore it is also known as a 3-hydroxybutyrate. And after functional group, the first carbon is alpha, second is beta. So on the beta carbon hydroxyl group is there, therefore it is known as a beta hydroxybutyrate. Okay, both these of ketone bodies obtained from the acetoacetate, therefore it is a primary ketone body and this is a secondary ketone body. These things we had, up to these things we had discussed in the last class, and we had also seen the synthesis of all these ketone bodies. Today we will see the utilization of ketone bodies. But utilization takes place of only acetoacetate and beta hydroxybutyrate in the extrahepatic tissue. Extrahepatic tissue means outside the liver, okay, not in the liver. That we will see why it is not utilized in the liver. But this acetone, it is not available as a source of energy. The reason is that acetone is volatile in nature. Okay, so after coming out of from the liver cells in the circulation of the blood, so it will be exhaled. It will be exhaled through lungs, or it will be exhaled through urine. Okay, so those persons which has the high ketone bodies under some circumstances where is a higher ketone bodies production takes place for the long time, so they will have the characteristic smells from their mouth. Okay, so that is because of the presence of acetone. These two are available as a source of energy in the extrahepatic tissues, but not in liver and RBC. This can be available in the muscle cells, brain, yeah, cardiac muscles. So where it can be used as a source of energy. So first we will see how the ketolysis will takes place. So first we will start with the beta hydroxybutyrate. Okay, beta hydroxybutyrate, we will start with the ketolysis of that. So structure of the difference between the beta hydroxybutyrate and the acetate acetate is only the difference of the OH or the two hydrogens. So C, CH3, C, OH, H. So this is the structure of beta hydroxybutyrate. Okay. First, this beta hydroxybutyrate, there what we had done from acetoacetate, we will get the beta hydroxybutyrate by addition of hydrogen. If we remove the hydrogens, again we will get the acetoacetate. The enzyme is same, beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase. Okay, beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase. Now what will happen? NAD will convert to NADH and H positive ion, because here the oxidation will take place. So it will take the both the hydrogen from this beta hydroxybutyrate and NAD will convert to NADH, and this NADH then it will enter into NADH will enter into electron transport chain ETC, and it will generate how much energy? 2.5 ATP will generate from here, this NADH. Then if it will undergo the dehydrogenation, we will get the acetoacetate. The structure is like that, CH2, C double bond O, keto group will come here, hydroxyl group will convert to keto group. Okay, then CH2, this is the structure of acetoacetate. Now next is important step. To this acetoacetate, now the coenzyme A will add. Okay, enzyme will be CoA transferase or thiophorase. It is important to remember the enzyme is, we can call it as a CoA transferase or thiophorase. This enzyme is absent in the liver. Okay, therefore ketone bodies cannot utilize in the liver cells, and which is fair enough, because if the liver will synthesize a ketone body and it will utilize itself, then this ketone body will not be available to the extrahepatic tissues. Therefore the nature has a very smart way of dealing with everything. This enzyme is absent in the liver, therefore the ketone bodies cannot utilize in the liver cell. That is the reason. And for the RBC, mitochondria is absent, and all this process, synthesis, metabolism or the utilization of ketone body takes place in the mitochondria. Therefore ketone body is also not utilized in the RBC. Okay, liver and RBC. Thiophorase. What thiophorase is doing? It will transfer the coenzyme A to acetoacetate, and that coenzyme A will come from succinyl coenzyme A. So succinyl coenzyme A, it will transfer the coenzyme A to acetoacetate, and the product we will get here is the succinate. Okay, so if you remember the Krebs cycle, there you can see that the conversion of the succinyl coenzyme A to succinate, it will generate the 1 ATP. Okay, but as here the succinyl coenzyme A is utilized here, therefore there will be the loss of 1 ATP. Okay, succinyl coenzyme A will convert to succinate, coenzyme A will transfer to here, we will get the acetoacetyl coenzyme A. But as there is this there is a utilization of succinyl coenzyme A, therefore there is a loss of 1 ATP. Okay, now the structure we will get here is sorry, okay, here the coenzyme I will add here, and the name of this product is acetoacetyl coenzyme A. Acetoacetyl coenzyme A. Now the last enzyme will come here. Last product is acetoacetyl coenzyme A. And thiolase, okay, in the presence of one coenzyme A. So one coenzyme A will attach here. So C, CH3, C double bond O, one acetyl CoA, and here also we'll get the second acetyl CoA. Alright, so breakdown will take place here. One coenzyme will attach here. So one acetyl CoA, two acetyl CoA. So that way this acetoacetyl coenzyme A, it will break down and we will get the 2 acetyl coenzyme A. We will get 2 acetyl coenzyme A. And now what will be the fate of this acetyl coenzyme A? Both the acetyl coenzyme A will then enter into TCA cycle. And we know that from one TCA cycle, how much energy we will get? From one TCA cycles, we will get the 10 ATP. Okay, so total 20 ATP. So this is about the utilization of ketone body, where we had discussed the utilization of beta hydroxybutyrate, which is a secondary ketone body. So beta hydroxybutyrate, first there is a dehydrogenation. So hydrogen removal, we will get the acetoacetate. To the acetoacetate, coenzyme A will attach, and then the splitting, okay, and finally we will get the 2-acetyl. Very simple step, okay. And this acetyl CoA then enter into TCA cycle, and from one TCA cycle we will get the 10 ATP. So this is about the beta hydroxybutyrate. We had also discussed that another, that is a ketone body is available, is acetoacetate, that is primary ketone body. So primary ketone body, except this step, except the first step, where is the conversion of beta hydroxybutyrate to acetoacetate, that step will be removed, and the next is the same. So here acetoacetate, thiophorase enzyme will come, then it will add the coenzyme A, we will get the acetoacetyl coenzyme A, and the lysis, and we will get the 2-acetyl CoA. Very simple step. So this is about the utilization of ketone bodies. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the energetics of ketone bodies. Energetics means from one beta hydroxybutyrate how much ATP you will get, and from the one acetoacetate how much ATP. So that is very important, because this can be asked in the MCQs. Okay, so let's meet in the next class. Thank you.